Ça fait is an incredibly versatile expression in everyday spoken French, and by using it, you'll start to sound and therefore feel more like you belong in France. So by the end of this video, you're going to have several ways to use ça fait in different contexts. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Salut tout le monde and welcome back to a new video. So the first few uses of ça fait that I'm going to go through all relate to counting of something, and we're going to have a look at different contexts in which this applies. The first example is to do with this stuff, money. So let's imagine you're in a shop and you're at the cashier and you are being told how much you owe, and perhaps they say ça fait 10,20 €. Ça fait 10,20 €. They're telling you how much you owe. That is 10,20 €. They may also say ça vous fait 10,20 €, just to be extra specific that it's you that owes the money, but you can hear both ça vous fait or ça fait. And also what is quite common is to use the future tense here, so they may say ça fera 10,20 € or ça vous fera 10,20 €. You can also ask the cashier, ça fait combien? Ça fait combien? Just to double check how much you owe. The second way to use it is to talk about time passing. There are lots of expressions to do with time, and you can simply add them after saying ça fait. Let's look at an example. We can say ça fait un moment. Ça fait un moment, which means it's been a while. And I actually talk about this in my video on common informal greetings in French. There'll be a link up here in the top right if you haven't checked it out already. But you can use any time expression like I say, so ça fait longtemps, ça fait un moment, ça fait 6 mois, ça fait un jour, ça fait un an. The list goes on and on and on. So any time expression after ça fait means it's been this long. And what it implies is that the second part would be que followed by a statement. Par exemple, ça fait longtemps qu'on ne s'est pas vu. Ça fait longtemps qu'on ne s'est pas vu. It's been a long time that we haven't seen each other. It's been a long time since we've seen each other. Something you hear as an expat in France a lot is, how long have you been here? And to express that we say, ça fait combien de temps que t'es en France? Ça fait combien de temps que t'es en France? How long has it been that you've been in France? And then of course you respond with, ah, ça fait un an et demi. Ça fait un an et demi. It's been a year and a half. We can also use it to describe the height of something. We could say, ça fait 125 mètres. 125 mètres. If we're talking about something specific, however, like say the Eiffel Tower, we would probably specify the Eiffel Tower instead of saying ça. We would say, la tour Eiffel fait 125 mètres. 125 mètres. Okay, the second category of cases where you use ça fait is more for fixed expressions. And the first of which is ça fait mal. Ça fait mal. You say, ooh, ça fait mal. It means that hurts. This hurts. It hurts. Ça fait mal. And you can use that in the same way as English. It can hurt physically because maybe you've cut your finger or you've broken your leg, or someone has hurt your feelings. On the other side of the coin, we can say ça fait du bien. Ça fait du bien. It does me good. So you're talking about something, for example, spending time outside. So, ah, ça fait du bien de se balader dehors. It does me good to have a walk outside. We can also say ça fait plaisir to express the fact that something has brought us happiness, something that we have enjoyed. Plaisir being the translation of pleasure. And if you want to be even more specific about the fact that it's you who has received the happiness or the enjoyment, you say ça me fait plaisir. Ça me fait plaisir. For example, if someone thanks you for hosting a lovely dinner party, you say, ah, ça me fait plaisir. Ça me fait plaisir. It's my pleasure to do so. And last but not least is a bit more of an advanced one because you have more room to play. It's more of a general rule. You can say ça fait plus the infinitive of a verb, and it means different things depending on what verb you put after faire. So one example may be ça fait parler les gens. Ça fait parler les gens. If something is polémique in French, so it's controversial, it's a talking point, you could say ça fait parler les gens. It makes people talk, it makes people gossip. Another one may be if you're at the gym and you're working your legs and it's tiring, it's hard work on the muscles, you could say ouf, ça fait travailler les jambes. Ça fait travailler les jambes. And that is just 2 examples of many you can make. So to sum up, first of all, we have 4 ways you can use ça fait to express the total count of something. First of all, being money. We can say ça fait followed by a total amount of money. And we can also ask ça fait combien to ask how much we owe. The second one is to describe the amount of time passing. Thirdly, you have a way to talk about how long it is you've been in France and how to ask the question to other people. Really useful as an expat when you're constantly telling your story. Fourthly, we have talking about the size, specifically the height of something. In our second category, we have the fixed expressions. Ça fait mal when something hurts. Ça fait du bien when something feels good. Ça fait plaisir when you get enjoyment from something. And ça fait plus the infinitive to make your own expressions. Voilà, c'est fini. Qu'est-ce que vous en pensez? Dites-moi dans les commentaires ci-dessous. I hope I've covered all the common uses of ça fait, but if you find that I've missed any, please let me and others know down in the comments below. If this is your first time watching a video on this channel, please consider hitting that big red subscribe button down underneath the video. It will really help the channel grow. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone else who you might think would find it useful. Alors, merci de regarder, bon français et à la prochaine. Ciao!